Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to download Oracle VirtualBox and also another operating system and run that operating system within VirtualBox. So first we will need to go to whatever internet browser you choose to use, and I'll just type in VirtualBox and we see it in our browser, and it takes us to a link to VirtualBox, and on the left side of the screen you will see a number of items to read. First we're going to go under documentation to see the size, make sure the size of your system is able to run VirtualBox. Next thing, if it is, we will go to downloads. And as you see under downloads, we have different platform packages for VirtualBox. You have one for Windows, OS X, Linux hosts, and Solaris. And for our purposes today, since we're running Windows, we're going to select the Windows package, and as you see, it will save it file down to your computer. For my purpose, it saves it down to downloads on my computer, and I've already done this today, so we will go ahead and cancel that. The next thing we want to do is locate a operating system. So today I'm going to select Ubuntu, so I will put in Ubuntu and select through Google, and I'll select the link and go to their home page, go to their downloads, and then I will select Ubuntu desktop. You have two different options. You have a light option or an LTS option, and you have a newer version, full-blown version, and you can choose between 64-bit system or a 32. Since ours is a virtual machine, we're going to use 32. Select that and hit Ubuntu. So we go down to the bottom of the screen and we select downloads. And once again, up will pop your download window. And I've already done this also, and it saved it to my download file and on my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. So now we have both the things that we need to do this. So we will close our Windows browser and we will go to our Windows Explorer, and like I said, go to downloads. We will look under my downloads for the VirtualBox that we want, and we will select, double click on that, and up will come your open file and run box. And I've also already done this, but you would run and it would install VirtualBox. So we will close this, and as you see over on my desktop, we have the Oracle VirtualBox tool. So let's go ahead and select that and open up. As you see, I've already got some virtual machines installed, but we're going to install our other virtual machine, so teach you how to do that. So up will pop a create a machine. So I'm going to create Ubuntu. Under that, you'll see you'll want to select the type of operating system you're going to be using. So this will be Linux, but you see you have one for Windows and Mac, and but since we have the one we want, and you'll want the version of Linux that you're going to be running, so you want to make sure that one is selected correctly. For our purposes, once again, it's Ubuntu, so we hit next. In this box we select how much virtual memory size we want, and it has a default, so I'm just going to leave the default. Here we go to where, if we're going to create a hard drive, or if you do not have one, or you have an existing one you want to go to, we're just going to create one. Here we have hard drive file types, and since we are using a virtual machine, we're using a disk image. And here we have a location where you want your hard drive to be stored and the size of your hard drive. You can control the size of it. And so we have created a machine, but not quite yet. So first we need to look at the different types of ways you can start this machine. So as you see here, we have a start button, and this will start whichever virtual machine you have highlighted, which in this case is Ubuntu, or you can just go to the one you've got highlighted and double click it, which is Ubuntu, and we're going to start to create our upload, or our virtual machine. As you see, it says fatal boot. To change this, to get this to work, you would go to devices, CD devices, choose a virtual CD and DVD disc into that. It will pop a window so you can get to your operating system that you've downloaded. So we're going to pick downloads, and as you see, we go to our VirtualBox, or the operating system we want to upload on our VirtualBox, which is the one we downloaded. So we will select that one. And so now we will have to close the machine and restart, or power off this machine and restart it. Once it's closed, then we will need to go back and restart this machine. And this will start the installation process of installing Ubuntu. Now, I've already done this, but it will go through the whole process of installing Ubuntu. And as I said, I've already done this, so for our purposes, we're going to go ahead and close this and power down that machine. So as I have said, I've already done this process, and we're going to use Ubuntu test to start up our first virtual machine, and it's going to go through the process of uploading the operating system like you would in Windows. And so we will wait for it to upload. Now, as you can see, our Ubuntu desktop has uploaded, and this works just like any other machine. You can switch back and forth from Windows to this, to Ubuntu, and seamlessly, and you can run and the really nice thing about this is you can actually run another virtual, or as many virtual machines as your system can handle, all at the same time. But as you see, you have all these files that you can run. You can upload a browser here and upload a browser on your desktop, and they will both run as if they are one machine and another, and they're all separate. And the really nice thing about this is, like I said, you can run two machines at the same time, or even three if you count the Windows desktop that you're already working on. So let's go ahead and load up CentOS, Linux CentOS that I already have, and as you see, it starts to load that system up. So as you can see, now we have two separate Linux systems running. We have CentOS and we have Ubuntu running at the same time, as well as Windows behind it, or on top of Windows. And as you can see, this is a completely running machine, because it has gone online and has looked for, and it says that I have updates to download, and it will go ahead and select to go ahead and have that downloaded. I can view the updates, and go ahead and download these updates to my machine. But the nice thing about it is you can run, while you're running in VirtualBox, you can have as many of these running, and you can run on your own desktop. So I can select Windows, or my Mozilla Foxfire, and I can do it in Ubuntu as well. As you see, Foxfire is loaded here, so you can have as many machines running at the same time through VirtualBox as you can handle. And so I hope this has been an informative tutorial, and thanks a lot for listening. Thanks. Bye-bye.